Hello, ENS community. I'm Cap. Some of you may know me. I'm the founder and CEO of Namespace, and today I'm gonna give you a quick demo of anything you can do with Namespace so far. So let's go ahead and register a ENS name. You can do that by doing this. You can choose the period for how long you want to register the name for. You can set it as a primary name directly. Let's go ahead and start the registration process. It's pretty straightforward. After the 60-second waiting period is expired, you can go ahead proceed to register the name. Uh, so this is the first thing that you can do on Namespace. You can obviously register any ENS name that you want, and it goes through the official ENS contracts, and you can register your .eth name from here as well. So after registration is complete, it'll throw you directly to that name that you just registered. But let's actually go ahead. Let's go back and okay. So now, after you have registered ENS community.eth, you can go to your account page. An account page has a nice overview of your connected wallet, the profile of the name that is your primary name. We have the namespace profile that you can edit in here. You can update the profile. You can add some social links and so forth, and you can update it. It gives you an overview of all the activity that you've done on Namespace. So for example, I have 14 names, 6 subnames, 8 subnames sold, and this is the subname profit and the total trading volume on our platform. So these are the names and subnames that I have that are kind of associated with my connected wallet. And the manager of our app is pretty interesting. So in here, if we go ahead and search for ENS community and select that one, so for now, it will automatically select this use case called sell unruggable subnames, but in the future, we plan on adding functionalities like rent unruggable subnames, community management stuff, friends and family management, and so forth. So for now, you can go ahead and click on select unruggable subnames, and there's a bunch of things you can do in here. So for example, you can set the custom minting price for all of the subnames from the second level name that you have registered, in this case, ENS community.eth. So let's say that we want to set the base price to be something like this. Let's say that 2-letter ones, we want to, sell them at the premium or whatever. 3-letter ones, let's say that, we want to sell them at 0.1, and 4-letter, let's say 0.05, and this one can be like, okay, 0.02. The next thing that we've done is that we allow you the ability to reserve some subnames for yourself. So for example, if this second level name that you are listing with us is your, let's say, like a DAO or your organization or something like that, maybe you would want to reserve like some names like office or email.enscommunity.eth or like, your first name or cap.enscommunity.eth and so forth. If it's like a last name, maybe you would want to set aside first names like John, Bill, Mark. I mean, whatever, anything goes really. It really depends on which ENS name you are using to list, and depending on the name and the nature of the name, you would maybe want to reserve different subnames. So that's pretty cool as well. Okay, the next thing that we kind of built for fun is that you can use a deadline for minting subnames. So what this means is that you can select the time in the future when the minting will officially start. And the last thing that we've built is the ability to whitelist certain wallets. So we have two different use cases. So the first one is that only whitelisted addresses can mint a subname, which means that, for example, if we take any address in here and then paste it, so all of the pasted addresses that are in here will be able to mint a subname, and everyone else will fail. So only whitelisted wallets will be able to mint one, right? And if you select the second one, this means that the whitelisted addresses below here are going to be able to mint the subname for free, but everyone else will have to pay these prices, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's actually go ahead and list the name right now. You can see like the one last check of everything that you've done in here, and you proceed. Let's go aggressive. So hopefully this goes through, and if this goes through, this means that you will officially have listed this ENS community.eth name with us. And when you do that, this means that people will be able to search and mint subnames off of this name, right? So that's pretty cool. So if we go to, okay, let's go to the account, not here, ENS community, and if we go to the name right now, it's gonna say now the status is gonna be listed. I'm the owner of that name. This is going to be like some of the information regarding that name, like what is the volume, the subname holders, and so forth. So the things in here are pretty straightforward. So we build this find your perfect subname box in here, thinking that the first thing that we want someone to see when ENS name owner of this name, for example, shares this name with someone is the ability for them to find the perfect subname. So if I go ahead and then try to register a name right now based on the kind of the minting price that I had just set up, the mint price is going to be different, based on the length of the names, as you can see, as I'm like removing the characters, the mint price is increasing for two letters is going to be 0.5 and so forth. I think we set aside names like john.enscommunity.eth, and if someone types something like this, it's gonna say it's reserved by the name owner and cannot be minted. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so I've reserved cap for myself, so I cannot mint cap right now. So let's go ahead and mint captain.enscommunity.eth, and if this goes through, this means that I will officially have captain.enscommunity.eth. One other thing we added is that based on the name description and subname holder benefits, owners of their listed names, like ENS community in this case, will be able to write in here certain benefits and perks maybe that they want to provide for their subname holders. We were thinking that people like who own names like gamer.eth or rent.eth or I don't know, ens.eth or whoever else will want to provide certain benefits to their holders, whether that may be token gated access to some communities or to some merch or to some I don't know, resources or pretty much anything, right? Or if it's like a gamer.eth, maybe they would want to offer some discounts on certain games, Web3 games, and so forth. We wanted to provide like the ability for the name owners to kind of incentivize people to mint subnames off of their names, and this is what this field subname holder benefits means. You can edit all of these fields. These are all like standard text records that you can go from here, and you can add the website for this name, email, Twitter account, Discord, Telegram, GitHub, name description, and subname holder benefits. So if you add any of these, I think it's gonna just update in here directly. Let's go ahead and do this. So this is updating text records. Yep. So the transaction went through. If I refresh the page right now, yep, name description is updated, subname holder benefits is updated, and minted subnames is updated as well. So you can see captain.enscommunity.eth is here right now. So yeah, from here you can edit the listing if you want, which will automatically throw you back to the 7 ruggable subnames use case that this name has been listed with. But if we go back, let's see if there's anything else I've missed. Yeah, you can directly mint a subname from here as well, and it's gonna do pretty much the same as you can see, for the 3-letter ones, 2-letter ones, pretty straightforward. And if you go back to the registration page, so now after you have listed the name with us and someone comes to our website and they want to register some name, let's say John or Bill or like anything else, those names are obviously like going to be taken, right? Nick.eth. But in this case, nick.community.eth is not going to be taken, right? So four-letter subname is going to cost 0.05 and you can register it right from here. So, yep. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and test it. Let's go aggressive. And I think that pretty much covers everything that we have built so far. We have a lot of plans in the future to build many different things, but for now, this is pretty much it. I would really appreciate if people gave it a try and tested this. Everything is live on Garely. you can actually go ahead and claim free test ETH. We give every 24 hours 0.1 test ETH for anyone who wants to test the namespace platform. And that's pretty much it. Let's one last check. Let's see for the ENS community for the newly minted subname if it's going to appear here. Nick.enscommunity.eth. Perfect. And you can see the volume is increasing. Subname holders 1, that's me. Subname is minted 2. Base mint price 0.001. Pretty cool stuff. So thank you everyone. I really appreciate your time and effort put into testing this platform. Please join our community. You can find our community at Namespace Ninja, and if you scroll all the way down, here's our Twitter, Discord, and our blog. You should subscribe to our blog, join our Discord community, and follow us on Twitter for updates. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate everything. And yeah, talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye.